Nice to meet you. Everything's ready.
So, you've got a taste for adventure too, huh? I must say, the patrons have been in a bit of a buzz lately. Though the topic on everyone's lips is more of an urban legend than actual news. Even minding my own business, I still end up hearing all about it.
Uh-oh. It's not one of those scary urban legends, is it? If so, Paimon needs to take a deep breath first.
It's not a particularly scary story, no. At least, not for most people. It's the tale of the Dark Knight Hero.
Ah! Huh? Did the bartender just say something?
You weren't even listening. Anyway, the Dark Knight Hero. It is said that he appears in the middle of the night to fight evil and uphold justice. But to be honest, I don't have much interest in such rumors. Unless, of course, he can help take care of the more belligerent patrons after they've had a few too many. I would happily take that as proof of his existence. I'm told that there have been a handful of sightings, but in the depths of night, no one can get a good look at him. Perhaps that's why he only appears at night. Nevertheless, the sightings confirm that the Dark Knight Hero is more than just a groundless rumor. Anyway, that's more or less everything I know. If you want to know more, ask around in the plaza. I need to serve some customers.
Dark Knight Hero. Seems like your standard cookie-cutter urban legend. But just a little darker. Wonder who it could be. Once you're ready, let's head out to the plaza and ask around.
You want to find out about the Dark Knight hero? Look no further. It's me. I am the Dark Knight hero. I'm joking. Don't take everything so seriously. Jokes aside, I do think that the Dark Knight hero and I have one thing in common.
What's that?
It's the way he sticks to his principles. Coming out here night after night, fighting for justice, keeping Mondstadt safe.
Wow, so you're a nocturnal vigilante too?
No, I just mean he must be seriously rich.
Why is that?
People only start worrying about spiritual fulfillment once they have enough material wealth. It's the same in every hero story, isn't it? No, it's nothing like that. I just have too much time on my hands these days.
Same difference. You are the boss of the Cat's Tail after all.
Why don't you ask the guards at the city gate? They do night shifts all the time. They must know something.
You want to know about him? In fact, I'm one of the few who has seen him with my own two eyes.
Great! This is the guy we need to talk to! So, just who is the Dark Knight hero?
Whoa, slow down. Well, I was patrolling one night when suddenly I heard something. I rushed. I saw a gang of suspicious-looking fellows who looked like they were up to no good. So I quickly hid.
Hid? You're supposed to be a guard!
That was when he appeared. He was dressed in black from head to toe, perfectly hidden in the night. The way he crept up on those bad guys must have felt like a living nightmare.
Wow!
Guess what I did next? I would probably have just gotten in the way as far as the Dark Knight hero is concerned. So instead, I headed to the Knights of Favonius's residence. Correct. I thought surely someone with such a strong sense of justice and who voluntarily protects Mondstadt is exactly the kind of person you'd find in the Knights of Favonius. But it seems I was wrong. I checked everywhere, and there were no signs of anyone having left the building.
So you're saying whoever it is can't be from the Knights of Favonius after all?
Yes. But I just can't understand. Why would... I'm sure they would warmly welcome someone of his abilities.
So, the point you're trying to make is you don't know who the Dark Knight hero is either?
Hey, don't be like that. At least by talking to me, you've ruled out a few more people. Anyway, try asking at the flower shop. I heard a girl there's been talking about the time he rescued her.
What's wrong with me? Why can't I get him out of my mind?
Hello? We'd like to ask you about the Dark Knight hero.
My hero? Oh, sorry. Just hearing his name gets me lost in thought. Hang on, how did you know who I was talking about? Is it that obvious? Oh no, what am I going to do if Master Diluc ever finds out?
Huh? What's Diluc got to do with this?
Well, I guess I might as well spill the beans then. I used to think Diluc was the one for me. But ever since the time I was rescued by the Dark Knight hero, I just don't know anymore.
Wowee! You saw the Dark Knight hero? For real? What's he like?
It all happened so fast. I was so scared. All I remember is seeing a flash of fire, but I felt safe. I only saw his silhouette, but it felt so familiar. Who knows? Now that you mention it, a pyrovision does seem like a good explanation. It lit up the whole area in an instant. I remember that very well.
Okay then. Well, thanks for the intel, Donna. See you around. So, based on what we know so far, all we need to do is find a wealthy, vision-wielding vigilante who's not one of the knights. Nope, still no idea. But we already asked so many people. Guess we gotta see for ourselves. Let's take a look around the city at nighttime. If we're lucky, we just might bump into him. It's getting dark. Let's stick around Mondstadt. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll meet the Dark Knight hero. The Dark Knight hero is Master Diluc?
After managing to steer clear of the guard's patrol route, I never anticipated I'd run into you instead. Dark Knight hero? Sounds awfully derivative to me. Please tell me you didn't come up with that.
How is this the first you've heard of the name? Every man and his dog in Mondstadt is yapping about the Dark Knight hero.
I do not concern myself with idle chatter. Though, I suppose I may take the idleness of others as a sign that peace prevails.
Huzzah! The great mystery of the Dark Knight Hero of Mondstadt! We solved it! Now then, Mr. Dark Knight Hero.
Please stop calling me that. Seriously, it makes me uncomfortable.
Not surprised. It's the stupidest superhero name Paimon's ever heard. You should come up with something more original. Like... Captain Pie...
Pie?
Captain Pyro! Tell us, Captain Pyro, what happened here today?
It was the Abyss Order.
Them again?
I don't know what the devil they're plotting this time. It seems they're performing some initial reconnaissance. Considering that I've proven myself to be one step ahead of them on countless occasions, their persistence is unusual. Who would be helping whom is debatable. The Knights are, for the most part, an utterly incompetent bunch. I cannot trust them to take this matter over. What's past is past. I would prefer not to discuss it. Well, I hope this conversation has been of service to you, because I would like to ask for a favor in return.
Oh? What is it, Master D-Luke? Your wish is our command!
You must keep my identity a secret. Above all, it is crucial that you do not let the Knights of Favonius know I am connected to any of this.
What's that sound? Yikes! Have the Abyss Order sent backup already?
They appear to just be small-timers. You should have no trouble dealing with them. I cannot afford delays on account of a few lackeys. I shall have to let you take care of them. Remember, don't tell a soul.
Hey! You're just gonna leave us like this? Unstuck. Windblade. Unstep. Observe.
Greetings. I thought I heard something, so I came to check it out. Did you see anything out of the ordinary?
Nope. Nuh-uh. Not here. Nothing. Zilch. Unless you're looking for the Dark Knight Hero, in which case...
The Dark Knight Hero? You saw him?
Oh, the Dark Knight Hero is,
You! The hero who safeguards Mondstadt from the shadows. On behalf of the Knights of Favonius, I thank you for your service to this city.
it's nothing. Really, you're too kind.
Wait a second. Aren't you the traveler that just arrived in the city? Rumors were circulating about the Dark Knight Hero long before you ever arrived here.
Oh.
Why would you lie to me about... Never mind. You don't seem like bad folks. But I do hope you will visit the Knights of Favonius soon, where we can discuss the Dark Knight Hero situation in more detail. You know, some things are best not discussed in public. Duty calls. I must be going. Stay safe, traveler.
has something he really wants to say to you about the Dark Knight Hero. Better head over to the Knights of Favonius and see if you can find him. Oh, looks like Margaret is talking with those two people over there. Wait, is that Rosaria? Huh. She's standing next to an adventurer Paimon doesn't recognize.
Say no more, Valerina. I'll continue to help you out, just as Victoria requested. Look after the cats, check up on their health, give them a bath. These are all things well within my capabilities.
That doesn't solve our biggest problem, though, Miss Rosaria. The cats have been so anxious. If we can't get them to trust us, they're sure to get sick from all the anxiety. We just opened, and the Furball Fortress is already about to go under.
Well, panicking certainly isn't going to solve the problem. The fact is, neither of us has a way with cats. That's not something I can change.
Hi, Rosaria! And hello to you too, Miss Adventurer. Sounds like you're all really worried about something.
Our cat saviors! They've appeared already!
Saviors? Seems a bit sudden considering we just met.
I'll try to keep it short. My name's Valerina, and I really like small animals. Recently, I've been trying to set up a shelter for stray cats. I call it the Furball Fortress. I thought it would be a good way to rescue those poor animals that have nowhere to go. Plus, getting them off the streets will improve the overall environment and look of the city. It's a win-win. The sisters over at the church heard about my plans and sent over the kindly Miss Rosaria to help.
I wouldn't exactly describe myself as kindly. I just accepted the assignment from Victoria. After all, I was the only one with any knowledge of medicine, or the spare time to help.
Well, it seems like you've got quite the plan, Valerina. Thanks for bringing us up to speed. So, what had you so worried just now? Are you short on Mora? Are you missing something you need?
No, I've got more than enough Mora. The funds, the location, the supplies, all the various procedures, they've all been settled. The main problem is, the cats. They, keep swatting at me. They're always hissing and swatting. They won't let me approach them, not even with treats.
The cats are afraid of me as well. They run away the minute I'm in the vicinity.
Oh, Paimon has heard something like this before. There's something about certain people that just makes cats afraid. Huh. A kind-hearted cat rescuer who doesn't get along with cats. Seems like just visiting the cat's tail would be enough to leave you flustered, let alone running your own cat shelter.
That's why we consulted an expert. But Miss Margaret wasn't able to offer a solution to our problem. She's short on workers, so she couldn't spare anyone to help us either. She did give us one piece of advice, though, to enlist the help of the Honorary Knight and their trusty helper in white. We had just wrapped up our conversation, and the next thing we knew, you two appeared before us like saviors sent by Lord Barbados himself.
Well, Paimon's not sure how much Lord Barbados would know about taking care of cats. But that aside, we've never even worked at a shelter before, but somehow we've been turned into the saviors of the entire operation. Well, that's true. Even if Paimon has no experience working at a shelter, she's confident she can get on their good side just fine. Like, that's all we need to do here, right? We just need to show Valerina and Rosaria how to get friendly with the cats, and everything else should fall into line.
Feel free to focus your efforts on Valerina. Just call me if any of the cats need medical attention. If you all can keep the shelter running with minimal effort on my part, this errand might turn out to be a good use of my time after all. It's better than church activities in any case.
Ah, so that's why you agreed to help. You just wanted to shirk your church duties.
Well, I guess I should show you around first. Follow me, you two. Let's make our way to the Furball Fortress.
Oh, it's just a regular house. Gotta say, Paimon was expecting something a little bigger with Fortress in the name and everything.
This was the biggest space I could find in the city over the past few weeks. The rent is cheap, so that's a plus. A half a year's worth of rent, along with all the Cat's Tail-inspired furnishings, only cost me a few million mora. Of course, not all of the cats will be staying indefinitely. We plan to offer some of the healthy ones up for adoption. As long as the new future owners prove capable and the cat seems like a good fit, they're welcome to take their new pet back to a loving home. This location is definitely good enough. We could even expand the business one day and start sheltering stray dogs, foxes, or even squirrels. When that day comes, though, I'll probably have to think of a different name. Maybe the Furball and Friends Fortress would be a better fit.
I would suggest letting all of this play out first. You still don't know if the customers will even get along with the strays.
Huh? Look over there! That cat is staring at us.
Oh, it's the little white cat. She's super afraid of people. She ran away when we tried to give her a bath. It took us forever to track her down again.
She looks so soft and clean, and her fur is so white and fluffy, just like fresh fallen snow. Wait, that's perfect! We should call her Snowball! Ooh, those are some good names, Traveler, but Paimon thinks she likes Snowball best. Here, kitty, kitty! That's it, Snowball! Good kitty! That's a good kitty!
It's been, what, a minute? And you already got the cat to listen to you! Did you see that, Miss Rosaria? She's practically a miracle worker! You really are a cat whisperer.
That was nothing! They may be strays, but as long as you give them a good name and call them with love, you're sure to gain their trust eventually. First things first, though. You gotta pay attention to the way you interact with them. How should Paimon put it? Basically, it all comes down to your demeanor. For example, you can't just stand there trembling in fear, Valerina. If you're afraid, the cats are sure to become afraid as well. As for you, Rosaria, you might want to keep an eye on your, facial expressions?
These poor creatures, picked up off the streets, given a name, and they now have a loving home. Fate is kind to even the lost souls who have wandered astray. This city really has brought peace and happiness to us all.
Hey! Snowball is snuggling up to Rosaria! Looks like she's not afraid of her anymore.
Did Rosaria just smile?
No matter. There are more important things to focus on. Anyway, it's getting a bit stuffy in here. I'm going to go get some air. Call me if you need me.
Huh. Paimon thought Rosaria would be happier about that.
Please, teach me more of your ways, Honorary Knight. And you too, oh great cat whisperer. We're sure to get more and more strays coming to the Furball Fortress, and I doubt all of them will be as friendly as Snowball. There's still so much I don't know about interacting with them.
No problem. Just watch and learn. It's about time we move on to a more advanced lesson. How to get the cats not to just trust you, but to like you. It's all about patience. As long as you put in the effort to get to know them, you'll become best friends in no time.
I completely understand. The Furball Fortress is still in its trial phase, so the more I can learn at this stage, the better.
Yeah!